Well, we're pulling out of the shop. Gonna follow Jared over. And we're gonna rescue the 900. Sarah was hauling manure or my uncle's and something let go with the walking beams or something. And that truck is out of commission. So they need to put another power unit on it. So we're gonna see what kind of a problem that we have with that situation, if that made any sense. Probably don't really need the service truck, but it blew a couple of airbags and I probably should get on the horn here and get some airbags coming our way here. Alright, so here is the situation. We got over here. Sarah's boyfriend, along with one of the guys that works for my uncle, stopped, helped her get unhooked. They backed the trailer in here, unhooked it. Jared hooked the C500 on it, and she is hauling now with the C500. So this is what we have. We have a broken ear that comes off of that cross member there that's broken, that hooks to this torsion arm or torque arm. So that's mucho broken. What we're going to do now is we're going to try to shift the differential over a little bit and maybe drive it home, maybe chain it up a little bit. But there's a intersection down on yonder. She turned the intersection, and when she turned the intersection, everything shifted. That's when it broke. Tire, I think that tire will be all right, maybe. Yeah, it'll be all right. That come against the shock mount. Maybe we can just go right around that frame there, Jared. So,
no, we don't want to go there. We want to go. Well, there's a rail right here under this.
Yeah, I guess we could go all the way around the frame and try to lift it up.
Look, when they. Yeah, we got to get that on that bump stop.
Yeah. Boy, that. How the heck did that lowered that much?
Well, yeah, it's not on the bump stop. Probably destroyed that shock too.
Ooh. So we're just going to try to shift it over, and now that there's no trailer hooked to it, it might be okay to get it home. The other idea was to get the lowboy over here, but we're going to try to square things up here a little bit. It's off just by a little bit, so we're going to work some magic here with a chain. Maybe we could get blocks of wood out and all that stuff. We might not. You know what we might better do is hook back there. It's going to be easier to pick up from there than up there, because we're not lifting the whole truck. So let's put you guys down, and you guys can watch us screw around and do stuff that we really don't know much about. 8,000 pound crane isn't gonna really lift the truck up enough. So we put a block of wood in there on each side. It's right over where it needs to go.
How do we keep it there? Do we lift it back up, take those blocks out, set it on that, paint it?
Just fucking go. Are you alright? Are you aired down? Just go. Just go slow. Maybe go this way. Go this way here. And we'll see what it does when you get out on the pavement. Alright, so we have those blocks of wood in there, and we've got the suspension, we've got it, we've got the air dropped on the suspension, and we're thinking that we're just going to drive it. Just gonna drive it home like that. So hopefully he stays in there with his blocks and we'll be good. We're gonna pack her up, get her home. All right, let's get it together here. Alright, so Jared's on his way home. I don't know how far he's made it. I thought I'd get to follow him, but my uncle pulled up. I visited with him for a minute, and now we are ready to pull on out of here. Get our outriggers up in the air, and then we'll head on back. I gotta call him to see how far he made it. You've seen Sarah go by, so she's acclimated to the C5 anyways. I got a hold of Kenworth. They have the parts that we need in stock, so we've got to tear into that here once we get home. So there's this guy. Yeah, all right, I better call Jared, see how he's doing. Alright, so this is where we are currently at. We stepped away just before I wanted to film this segment to rescue Sarah. Jared's got that truck in next door, but he actually wants this bay right here Tim's done a service on this truck. And he's almost done with that, but it needed a brake canister. We'll go over to the bench and show you that project here in a second. But what we have done is we had to remove the brackets that hold a step that goes over the top of this fuel tank on each side. You know why we're putting the tank up on the frame, so we don't have to repeat that process or that step to this process. But we removed their gas pump fuel transfer stuff. I had a heck of a time getting some of the bolts out behind all that stuff. That's done. What we went ahead and done, they have these brackets they furnish with this tank from buyers. You just fasten those to the frame, get this flush with the top flange of the frame, put that bracket there on there, put a rubber gasket in between, some spring holders and whatever. Well, if I put this on here, I didn't have no bolts that matched. So I would have had to have drilled holes in there. Well, I can't drill holes in there with the tanks on. I would have to remove the tanks. So what we went ahead and done is we cut angle iron brackets to match the holes that were there. We coped it out to fit over the top of this fuel tank's mount. Set that in there. That is flush with the top of the frame. We plan on sandblasting this truck. Not right now, it'll be next winter. We went ahead and wire wheeled the frame, wire wheeled the surface area where this angle iron is going to come up alongside, and we have applied POR 15. That's what that shiny stuff is. I just went ahead and applied it with a brush so that when it comes time to redo this, we haven't got to remove the tank. It's nice that you put paint over the top of this stuff because it will fade through ultraviolet sunlight, which we don't care. The sun's not going to be able to get to it because it's going to be hidden. So we've got a canister to replace on that. Jared wants that bay for the 900. Jason's working on brakes on this green trailer. I was in the process of making this bracket for the valve body, which we're going to have to get into in the next video. We've got a brake canister that's leaking, and it appears to be the original one. As you can see, the clevis that's on here is welded. And maybe it's not the original one, but it has been on here for quite a while. So we'll go ahead and get this one cut down to size, get it mounted on there, and send Timothy on his way. We can get the 900 in next door, and then in the next video we'll get into the repairs on that and maybe putting this valve body together to put on this Freightliner here. So the one nice thing about this is my paint is able to dry, right, Timothy?
Your paint drying?
Yeah. I worried about working on wet paint, but
I was painting my fingernail the other day. You know,
I see that.
I like
you
nice
bite
dark
it?
purple.
Did you bite it too hard?
Yeah.
So Nate hasn't been playing along here. Your light's on, your headlight's on. Nate hasn't been playing along with the thought of the day. Maybe we should incorporate you in on the thought of the day. I don't know, yeah.
I gotta have a few before I can give you that.
Oh, okay. All right. So you've got some fans out there. I don't know if it's friends of yours that comment or what.
I have run across people I don't know. Oh yeah, I seen you. I know
Yeah.
you. You know.
Well, there's somebody that keeps wanting to get a Tim cam going.
Oh,
I didn't
that
know
could
if
be
that's
entertaining.
wise or not, you know, but maybe we'll just have to throw a camera in the truck when you don't know about it, and we can get you singing going down the road and
No.
get you doing all that kind of stuff.
I'm actually pretty good at that.
A secret
no one's
cam.
around.
Yeah. So maybe that's your thought of the day. You're a good singer when no one hears you.
Should get a dash cam so you can see how often I, run people out
Yeah,
the
I
road
know
and
it,
shit,
right? Yeah. All right, so what we've done is we spun our nut all the way down on this rod. Then we'll cut this off, peel the nut up off in there, straighten the thread, screw our clevis on there, and then we can go ahead and install it on the truck. I don't know if this is clocked exactly the same. No, we're gonna have to loosen this up and turn it a little bit, but we'll cross that road when we get to it. So let's get this rod cut off and install the clevis on there. This one came with 2 clevises, and they appear to be both the same. How's that possible, Jay?
What's that?
This canister came with 2 clevises. Got a spare.
Can't beat those.
All right, so we've got this canister on there. The brake is adjusted. And that is gonna do it for this video. I wanna thank everybody for watching. And we will catch you at the next one.